Okay, so as you can see, everything is laid out. Right now, I just need to determine which pieces need to get painted what color. Let me show you guys the spray paint that I purchased. The top half of this set will be white. The bottom half will be gray. The rod that hangs some of the pans will be black, as well as the hooks and the faucet. And then the outer edge of the stove, and I believe the sink, will also be this like shiny silver. And then over here is the hardware that I've decided to use instead of the ones that they give. Home Depot didn't have the best selection of 5-inch hardware that I needed, so I decided to just get the ones that looked the best, and I'm just gonna spray paint them this color as well. So we'll see how this goes. These are actually knobs, like pulls, that I'm gonna use as the oven knobs, and I'm gonna spray paint these black. So we have 4 of those and 3 of the longer pulls. But this is pretty much all that I'm going to need for now. I do need to go make a stop at Target to pick up the marble contact paper because I didn't see it while I was there, but they do have it. And then I'm gonna have to add the backsplash later because I can't find it anywhere online, not the one that I'm looking for. I think I have everything in little piles that need to be now. This long one right here is all the things that need to be white. Some of them already come white, but I think I'm gonna give them a quick spray so that it's all the same color white. All of these pieces of hardware and this rod will be black. All of this will be, well, just this outer edge here, so I need to tape that off, will be silver. All of this needs to be gray, and that will be contact papered off. Now that everything is squared away as far as I know what I'm going to be painting, I'm just gonna quickly tape these up and then we can get started. By the way, today's Valentine's Day, so look how pretty these are. I'm not even gonna pretend like I know what I'm doing because I don't. So far so good, I guess. I don't know if my technique for spray painting is the proper way because I've literally never really spray painted like to actually paint something before. So who knows? And the only thing that I think I'm regretting right now is the color. This is called smoke gray. They had a charcoal gray, and I'm now thinking I wish I would have done that, only because this gray is pulling a little bit blue, but it could also be because we're outside and it's very overcast right now, so it could be casting a little bit of a different light. Also, it's not dry yet, so we'll see what it looks like when these coats are dry and I flip them over to do the other side. But overall, I am happy. I'm just happy to be doing this. We've had these since Christmas, and I've just been too scared to start it. All right, so I'm just setting up a second station over here. I'm gonna do the white pieces in this one and the black ones in this one because they're smaller. And thank God that everything is being delivered these days, because we have a ton of boxes that I can, you know, do all this at once at. That way I can at least start on these while these dry, and I won't have to wait and reuse these boxes. These are the pieces that are the wood color that must be painted white. There are a ton of other pieces that are already white that I will be spray painting with this, but I just want to make sure that I get the ones that aren't white done first, and then we'll work on the ones that are already white to make them match these better. By the way, if you're watching this, don't do this in the winter time because it's cold and the paint's not drying fast. Also, I think I need to be a little less heavy-handed because this is taking forever to dry, and you can see the paint strokes because it's so thick. So just keep that in mind. These look fine, but this is, you can see that looks terrible. These are looking good. These are streaky, and I didn't notice it while I was painting it, so they'll definitely need another coat, but that's okay. The black was by far my favorite to paint. That went on so pretty and so easily. I'm gonna need to flip over the hooks and the faucet to get the other sides of those once this side is dry. And then last but not least, these bits that are all going to be spray painted this silver color. I'm really excited to see what this is gonna look like because that looks like it's gonna be so pretty. These parts go on the feet of the kitchen set. This part is the stove. So really we're just painting these outer rims right here. And then this is the hard hardware because I don't want to use the hardware that they provide. Just trying to make it a little bit more custom for my babies. Not as easy going on as the black was, but that's okay. It's still, ooh, it's so pretty. Wow, that transformed. That's pretty. Hi guys, so I have a mask on because I've been breathing in these fumes and because I was just talking to the mailman. We've had a little bit of a setback. Yesterday I said that the black paint was my favorite to put on. Ooh, I'm getting foggy. And today it is the worst. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to fix this. By the way, my nails are ruined. You can probably see that bubbling right there, all the way down. It just started doing it out of nowhere. The same thing happened on these, and I just couldn't understand why. So I called Brandon, he's at work. He Googled it and said it's because it's too cold. Obviously, there's nothing I can do about that. It is like 30 degrees out here today, and this is the time of year that I decided to do this. So luckily it's only on the plastic parts. The wooden parts are completely fine. They're holding up great. I'm just like so hurt because that faucet is gonna like really be seen. He thinks that we should just leave it as is, put it together when it's all dry and done, and then when it gets a little bit warmer outside, sand it down if we can, and try to repaint it when the weather's a little bit warmer out. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm really hurt about those black pieces, but we got to move forward. Right now I'm just seeing how this turned out, pulling off all the tape and plastic, and oh, got a little bit on the front. Lovely. Is this little bit right there, which I can probably scrape. Otherwise it looks really good. So now this is bright silver to match the sink and the hardware. It was this color gray and now it's like a bright metallic. The little things, y'all. We had another setback, but my husband was able to fix it. I didn't realize that I didn't tape off one side of the little oven door, but we were able to get all the paint off with rubbing alcohol. Okay, so update on the kitchen set. I think the last thing I showed was me putting the contact paper on the countertop, and it looks really good. Don't look under the bottom. That looks really bad. But I think it looks fine for what we're doing here. Clearly this is DIY and I'm not a DIY person. I've brought everything up to the playroom. All that's left is to assemble it. So Brandon went to go grab his tools, and I'm going to be his assistant because I don't build. So I'm just gonna follow his lead and we'll see what happens. I feel like this isn't enough pieces, but I guess this is all they sent me. So we'll see it all come together in just a few minutes when he gets up here. But I'm excited. I'm really excited to be done with it. I'm not gonna lie. This was a lot for me, but it was a good learning experience. It's not gonna be completely finished, but it's finished enough. I did want to do a backsplash. I bought a poster board and everything, but I can't seem to find where people are buying these like fake backsplashes. And when I went to Home Depot, they had like actual backsplash that you can peel and stick, but the tiles were like this thick and that's way too heavy. I just need something that looks like a peel and stick backsplash. So until I can find that, we're not gonna have a backsplash on ours, and I'll just have to show that in a vlog at another point. The kitchen set is going to go right here in this corner, so as soon as it's done, we're gonna move the Love Every mat probably over there. I want to move the car out to the garage, but yeah, I'm really excited. So let's get this thing built and get it done. guys, and as you can see, this is the final product. It actually turned out really nice. It's a couple weeks in since I finished it, so it's a little bit worn in certain places, but overall I think it turned out really cute. I initially wanted to have like a towel hanging from there and like a fake soap dispenser, but honestly they would have destroyed it, so we're just keeping it very realistic. I put this food that we got from Amazon last year on here, and Bash reaches up and plays with it with little Margot. We have some of their Love Every stuff in here, and then down underneath they keep some more food. Like I said, it's a little bit worn, so they've already started to scratch the paint on here, but overall I think it turned out beautifully, and it was definitely worth doing. I'm so happy with the overall finished product. And for the backsplash, I ended up just taking some foam board, covering it with the same contact paper, and then I just stuck it to the back and glued it on with some hot glue. And that is pretty much it. I couldn't find what I was looking for, but it ended up working out just fine, and I actually really like it. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.